Hello.
Hello.
Hi, Dr. Kim.
Hi. It's windy outside.
Yeah, it's so much windy.
Mm-hmm.
Cold.
Mm-hmm. I have a small, the grill outside on the deck. It fell down because of the wind. Okay. Let's go. Since last week, we start R. So last week, download, install R and R Studio. We did with Excel transfer data and convert data and so on. So today I'm going to teach how to see the data and then convert and then prepare data for analysis. Okay, first, we do something with R. Then how can we save the file, R file? So I will show you. Oops, it is in chapter 5 actually. Okay, let's open R and R Studio. I checked the vaccine status now. So Pennsylvania, first dose, almost 2 million now, about 15% of the population. They estimate the first phase, 4 million. The prioritize the first phase and the second and so on. Teachers, second phase. So maybe wait 2 more months. And then I expect after 3 months, March, April, and May, general rollout will be from I think June. More than 50% of population. Actually, the population is, 12 million, almost 13 million population, but under age 16 or younger exclude, then I think like 10 million. So 50 million, 5 million prioritized, and then rest half maybe general vaccine like that. Anyway, let's open R first, and then R Studio. Hopefully you are ready to use R and R Studio. Sujar and Elia already you have, so you're ready. So on the R Studio, actually R Studio, first of you download the file, the example file. This one, West Roxbury Excel file. Actually, this one is CSV file. So download this one somewhere. So if you download, then to bring up, upload, import the data. Let's use a project. So up there, click project and new project. And then existing directory. Then find the directory where your file, the example file, downloaded. And, I have the file in my lecture files under so my file is in data chapter 5. So open and then create project. Come on. So if you done right, then you can see this West Roxbury CSV file in this pane under the files. Okay, do you have a file in this pane? Yes? Jenna?
Mine won't let me upload the CSV file.
Not yet? Okay.
I have also same problems. I don't know why that CSV file is not uploaded in my one.
Oh. No, this file is relatively big size, 291 kilobyte. So maybe it takes some time based on your computers and the network speed.
Whenever I save, so they show me for the some feature in workbook might be lost in your CSV format.
Mm. Okay, in case, I will email you the file, okay?
Okay.
Just a moment. Just a moment, I will send you or the file. Where is, okay, that one. Okay, I emailed you, all of you, the file. If you can download the file from Moodle, check your email and then download the file.
Mine like doesn't let me click on the file to upload it.
I don't know why.
It won't show you the name of the file. It'll only show you the name of the directory. So just go to your directory and click it. It will not show you the names of the file items. That problem even I
Yeah,
faced a lot
right.
when we started. Couldn't
Okay.
figure out why, but it never shows the file item's name. It'll only give the directory name. So click on
Right.
that, you'll get imported.
Good. Okay, where is, so if you can see file, hopefully, Sujar, working?
No, still not save it for that file.
Oh, yeah. Jenna, I will do it again. Okay, new project. Then existing directory. Wherever your file downloaded. So my file is in data chapter 5. So click that one, then you cannot see the file yet. Just open that directory, click highlight, and then open that directory. Then click create project. Then you can see the file in this pane. Adnan, you can see
Yes,
your
doctor.
file?
Yeah, I am exactly
Okay,
where
good.
you are. I'm on that. I got the folder. Yes.
How about Brandon? Are you there, Brandon?
Yep. I just downloaded the file. I'm trying
Okay.
to open it.
Okay, Jenna and Sujal, whenever you're ready, let me know. You know, I can go on easy this class if I use only Excel to make it easy class, but I don't want to do. I want to teach you and then let you expose more technology and skills. So sometimes already we use the Excel. Then later we will sometimes use Excel again. But you know, nowadays in an education area and then the real world in business area. This R is kind of hot issue. So if you know, even it is not perfect, if you know about this R, how to use R, then sometimes it will help you in career and achievement. So, you know, earlier semester, I used other programs, but now like expand more. So this one is not just for the you know just class. So I try to let you know more. Okay. Sujar, work.
Yes, it's good.
Okay. Jenna.
I think so.
Okay. Brandon.
Yep, it's currently downloading to our studio right now.
Okay. For others, if you are not ready, Brandon, later catch up, okay?
Okay.
You know, here already has untitled one, but then if you need something, then open RStudio. We already opened RStudio, and then go to File and New File, RScript. So up there, File and New File, RScript. Then a new file open in this pane. You can just use this console, just type or whatever function and argument, then run right away. But before you run the function, use this pane and then prepare. So I will use the untitled one pane. Then here, save content. I will save this file, whatever we will do, as click that one, click this icon, then whatever name you want. For this example, I will type chapters 5 example. I intended 1 and 2, but then this time just 1 is just the example is okay. So I will save my work in this file. Then you do whatever, and then save again and again. Then your work will be saved in R file. Then if you want to the source file, then from the menu bar, go to session, set working directory to source file location. But we already have using the project. So actually we don't need this process, but just show you. Here session, then set working directory, and then to project directory. We already make a directory here, so that one is already we done using the project here. So we don't need that process. Next, import data. So import, we already downloaded this file. So we need this file. Then I will make this data set as housing data. So using read.csv function, we will read in this file here. So making a data set for R. And then this one not necessary, but just type header equal true. So this one shows header. So type this one up there. So I will type here housing data. This one is the name of data set, so it's up to you. But for this example, I will use housing data. And then this sign means put something there. How read CSV. So this is a function. Then which one in double quotation mark, I will bring this file. So type exactly the same. And then header true. First line. So this one is not execute yet. Just a kind of prepare. Then second line. Find the dimension of the data frame. Okay, we are going to import West Roxbury data and then put that data in housing data set. And then look at how many columns and then how many rows. See how many columns and then how many rows. Using this dim housing data. We made a housing data set. So look at the how many columns, how many rows. So using this dimension dim in parentheses housing data, type dim housing data, and next line, we don't know yet if it works. After do a couple of, then I will let you know how execute run. Then show the first 6 rows. So this one is not kind of default. If we use this function head, then the data set, this function shows first 6 rows. So type this one in the pane again. Head. And then next one, show all the data. Using view function, then we can see all data set from first column to last column, first row to including head. That mean the column name. So using view, okay. Now move the cursor first line somewhere, front or back, and then click run. And then let's see what happened. Run here. So first line, execute here. Go back to this. You know, I include this prompt. This one is R from prompt. On this pane, without the R prompt, then we execute, then that runs or execute after this prompt. So I just include the prompt, R prompt here, but when we just prepare on that pane without that prompt. And then next one, dim one. First number is the number of row, size of row, and then this one is, second one is column. How many columns? So this data set size is 14 columns and 5,802 rows. And then run. So if we click run, then automatically this cursor move to next and next like this. So run next head function, 6 rows, all 14 columns, and then 6 rows. You can see. And then run again. And then here, view housing data on this pane, under this housing data. So we can see the data set, oops, like this. Or we can see all columns by moving. Then go back here. Okay. We already saved this file, but updated. So click this save icon again, then the same directory, in the same directory, our file is here. So I will close. Then later, you can find that file in the directory where you saved. This one is our file we already saved. Open this file, then R goes there where we left. You know, you have assignment from today's lecture. So when you do assignment, do this same. Do this one. So you are using whatever function and you work here, and then try by run, and then save. If it works, save, and then hand in that R file. Okay, so far, do you have a question?
Dr. Kim, I have a question.
Yes.
My view function is not recognizable. It says could not find the function view. Do I have to install some
Maybe
package?
the package.
Yeah,
I'm not sure which
because
package.
everything else is running. Only view is not running.
Okay. I will figure out later. Okay, why a view doesn't work. Maybe we need a certain package. So install a certain package, but I'm not sure which one. But
I think
supposed to be
utils.
maybe a basic package. But then anywhere that doesn't say about the package about the view function. So I will figure out, and then later I will let you know. Okay.
Okay. The function for installing is install.packages, right?
Maybe.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
But other, head and beam with CSV function work, right?
It did work. Yes. It did
Okay,
work.
good.
Dr.
And
Kim, I had a
next,
question too.
okay.
I can't find the function of run on my screen. I
Which
just typed
one?
I just typed exactly what you have typed, but after that I don't have the function of run on my screen.
Well, try.
What should I try?
Last week we did
It's across from that. If you see that little icon that has the magnifying glass, there should be that run option, and that same taskbar on the right-hand side.
Okay.
I could just see the glass and there's no option of run. I don't know why.
Install this package, try.
I try doing that.
Not in the upper pane, lower pane, left side, left lower pane, just type install the package and read R and then execute using library and then read R. And also try this, install packages stats. And then library stats. Then hopefully those functions work. So only difference is I did last week already, but I don't know if you did. Okay, next one. So you mean this magnifying glass work with that? No. No, it is fine. Okay. Next one, show the first rows of the first column only. 10 rows. So, you know what, between, separate from this comma. First one is row, and then second one is column. So show the first 10 rows in this data set. So first, from first to 10, first 10 rows, and then only one column, first column. So type that one. So if you want to execute right away, then type that function and then argument here. But then to save your work, type here and then run later. So housing data, then bracket 1, 2, 10 row, and then only one first column. Then I will run that one. So first column, show first column, first row and first column. So that is the same as first column is total value, and then 10 rows, 344.2, 412.6 and so on up to 10 rows here. And next one, show the first 10 rows the same, and then don't specify. If we don't specify the column, then show all columns, first row, first in the 10 rows. So housing data, bracket 1 to 10, then execute, run here. Then this one, show data set like this. Okay, next one. Show the fifth row, only one row, fifth, of the first 10 columns. So first number, before that comma, column, row, so only one row, fifth, and then column from 1 to 10. Fifth row, 1 to 10 column. Then I will 1. So fifth row, 1 to 10 columns. And the next one, show the fifth row the same, only one row, but kind of selective. First to three, third row, show first two, third row, fifth row, 8 to 10th. Using C and then parentheses. If we try to show like a continuous, then without using C, but a kind of multiple data or columns, then use this C and then in parentheses. So housing data, get fifth row, and then columns selectively 1, 2, 3, fifths, and 8 to 10. 1. So fifth row, this is the row number. Fifth row, first, second, third column, and this one is the fifth column, and then 8, 9, 10th column. You know, in data analytics or business analytics, data mining, using certain techniques, analyze data. To analyze data, of course, how to use that program or techniques. But before that, how you can handle data, whatever you need data. So extract whatever you need data. That skill is very important. So sometimes you this kind of skills, techniques help your analysis. So so I try to let you train the handling the data. So earlier using Excel, then now using R. Okay, next one. Show the whole first column. So first column, housing data, comma, and then first column. You know what, without this comma, then means row, first row. After comma, that is column. Or using name. If you know the name of the first column, then using name like this. This dollar sign is kind of maybe at, something like that. So try both. So housing again. We need a first column for first column. So one. So show all first column. So many. Then the same. If you know, you will know that housing data, and then at dollar sign. Then this one shows the column name. So first column is total value. Click this one and then run. The same result. And next one. Show the first rows, 10 rows of the first column. So using the same like this, yeah. Actually, show the first 10 rows of the 10. Yeah. So this one ask show first column whole data the same, but only 10 rows. So housing data, dollar sign, which column, total value, first column, and then only 10 rows from 1 to 10. Maybe you can cut like from 11 to 20, 11 to 30, and so on. Then only 10 rows. First column, only 10 rows. Okay, next. Find the summary statistics for each column. Using summary function, then it will show you mean, median, and so on like that. So try this. summary, then housing data, and one. Okay, first columns. First columns, minimum, the smallest, first quartile, median, mean, and third quartile, and then max. So this one is kind of, you know, 5 numbers. And then all columns show those 5 numbers. Later, we will talk about this, but then others, numeric data. So they have all 5 numbers, but this column, it says class and the mode are character. So they are, this column data is categorical data, not number. Okay, next. Find summary statistics for the specific column, like the first column. So without a column name, the data set shows all columns summary data, but this one specify certain column using number, name. Here. Summary, what data, housing data, then which column, whatever you need. First column name is total value. Oops. And first columns, summary data. Okay, what do you think? Doable?
Yeah.
Okay. So kind of easy so far. But you know, sometimes using those functions to see whatever data set, which column, and then how many, and so on like that. Maybe useful later. Okay, take 10-minute break. Actually, okay, 7:03. I will be back 7:03. Okay, see you. Take a break. Okay, I'm back. Next one, data sampling. Not only data mining, also many analytics use sample. You know, nowadays we say big data. But certain computer program, the data size is limited sometimes. So sometimes we need a sample from population data. So cut sample. So sample a subset of record for model building. Random sample of 50 observations. So cut 50 randomly, not not from 1 to 10, 1 to 50, not like that. So take a sample randomly. So 50 kind of raw data from the sample, the data we import. So using sample function and then raw name, this one also the argument and then the function too. So cut 50 sample from this data set using this function, and then put this data set name as sample1 as S1. So try this. So here, name S1, the sample file name is S1. Then put using sample function, then raw name, excuse me, raw names, then which data, housing data, then how many, 50. And run. So we execute. So if we type S1, not there, I will type S1 here, and we can see data like this. Or the same, to see the data set, we cut housing data in the bracket S1, 1 comma, then execute, run. So 50 data set rows randomly, the all columns like this. So I will tell you later how can we save this file as a CSV file later. And then, oops, I didn't show that one. So we did this one, and then we can see data. Okay, next. You know, sometimes give something the condition from the data set. Let's see a data set. Room size. Room size is 6, 10, 8, 9, and so on like that. Then I want to cut the sample using a certain criteria or condition. So using the condition, oversample houses with over 10 rooms. Little bit complicate function and argument. I will make a sample 2 using the same sample function, and then the same raw names, and then housing data. Then cut 30 data. The sample size is 30. Then using probability. So housing data, and then column name, rooms, greater than 10, more than 10. And then probability, 90% more than 10, 10% less than 10. So if you want all data, sample, all sample more than 10, then yes equals 1. No is equals 0. If you want to make a random sample, 50% more than 10, 50% less than 10, then 0.5, 0.5. Do you know what I mean? Later, when we cover segmentation and so on, the techniques, then we cut like a training data, something data, and so on like that. Then we use certain probability, 90% training data, 10% such data, and so on like that. So like this. So cut 30, sample size is 30. The condition is room size is more than 10, but 90% more than 10, 10% less than 10. Probability is like this. So using a probability function. Okay, let's try. S2, sample 2, put like a left arrow using sample function, then raw function, raw name function, which data, housing, then how many. I will make it 30. The sample size is 30. Then using probability. This one, when we use probability using this function 2 to give which data, and then condition and yes and no. So I fails, then condition, housing, data, the column, rooms, then greater than 10. And then yes. Nine. No. Okay, then run. Already run. Then look at the data set. Housing data. Then we made S2. Data set we made like this. Sample data. Okay. So we can cut sample using a function like this. Just cut now randomly 50 without condition. If we use condition, then using a probability. Then condition here. Okay, next. Reviewing variables in R. The same as Excel or any program. And then statistically, the variable. There are two types of variable. Numerical variable and categorical variable. Numerical variable, number. Categorical variable, usually in category, like your school year, first year, second year, third year, and so on. And numerical variable can be continuous numbers, continuous number, integer, and then maybe data. And then categorical variable, it can be numerical, like an first class, second class, and so on like that. And then or just text, like a payment, current, not current, and so on, like a high, medium, low, and so on. Categorical variable can be unordered, called nominal variable. So there is no like a rank. First year, second year, third year, the fourth year, the school year, that is ranked, the ordered. But like North America, Europe, Asia, or like a state in New York, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, there is no rank, there is no order, there is nominal, and then if there is like a rank, order, ordinal variable. Show a list of variables to the screen. So look at the column names. So names and then data set. So using this names, then show column name. And to show column name in column format, then using T again, names, and so on. This function T names, Then the name on column type. So first column name is total value, second column, and so on like this. So the last column is 14th column name is remodels. So whichever fine. Then sometimes we want to change column name. So change the first column's name. So using this function, call names, first column in this data set, change with this one. So I will change. First column name is total dot value, but without dot, and then all are uppercase, but then making the first letter only uppercase. So I will change column name. No, not there. Column names. Housing data. Which column? First column. Change with using C. Execute. And then I will try this one. Look at that column name. Change it. Total value. It was total dot value all uppercase, but I change it. Total value like this. So using that function, we can change column name. Then show type of variables. So if it is numerical data or if it is categorical data and so on. So using class function, look at this total value. First, the columns variable type. So I will use class housing data and which column total value first. Execute. The first column data is numeric data. Instead of name of data, using a column number, actually here. Class housing data and outside is inside. sure. No, it doesn't work. Yeah. So not outside, inside of parentheses. So I will change that one. Omit that one. And then check the bedrooms column and check the remodel. So remodel is column number is 14. So using the column number. So do those. Data, bedroom. Bedrooms data is integer. And then class housing data at the remodel. Housing data and then remodel column variable is character. Not numerical data, is categorical data. Then using a column name, and not name, number. Remodel columns number is 14, so the same character. Okay, now go back to the data. Housing data and the remodel, the last one. None recent, none old, and so on. Okay, when we clean data, cleansing data using Excel, when we cover that part, you know what the region, east, south, north, and so on like that. So that also categorical data. How many categories? So we can count like sorting from smallest to largest, and then east, north, south, and west. So there are 4 categories. In R, we call that level. How many levels? To check how many levels, which levels. So using levels function and this column variable, try levels housing data, and column number is 14, and run. It shows output is null, but it's supposed to show non-recent and old. 3 levels, categories. It's supposed to show 3 levels because we save the data. They call it's not a data frame. So save the data as a data frame using the function try this one. str structure function structure and then housing the same data and 14. Using this structure, string function, then it shows all levels, non-recent, non-old, and so on. So we don't know how many, even we use this string. So we use the same with CSV using this function. Load data, import data, but using those functions, make the file data frame using strings as factors. Because we just use regular read.csv function, bring the data set, then the categorical data string is not a factor. So bring the data, the categorical data as factor. So using this, you may not use this. I will show you why we use this one. Type. I will make a different name of data set. So housing data, but it will be data frame. Put something in there using read CSV, because the file type is CSV, we will bring in, and then file choose, and just a blank, and then string as factors, and then T. That means true. Then execute. Then, the directory open where that data is. Okay, it's not there. So where my data is here. So I will bring this data in. Open, and then, so using this file choose function, then we can choose the file, not type in. So using this file choose function, then we can choose the file. But without this one, we type in, right? We type this in a file. So without, if you don't want to type the file name, just use the file choose. Then you can choose from directory. So after we bring the data using this string as factors, and try levels again, the same function using this data set. Okay, levels, housing data, but we will use this one. Then 14th column, and then execute. So there are 3 levels in that column. The category called data, and then there are 3 categories. Okay. Okay, then next part is not in your lecture note. Now, this one is kind of an extra part. Creating dummy variables. Okay, we have 3 categories: none, old, recent. In Excel, we can change the character, the text data categories to numerical data. Like a none equals 0, old is 1, recent is 2, something like that. So using find and change, using that find function and then change in whatever to number. In R, create dummy variable, because there are 3 categories. So using model matrix function, and then create 3 dummy variables: non-variable, old variable, recent variable. So try. We make a file, new file, name is remodel dummy. Put something using this function from 0 plus bedroom remodel, and then data using this data, housing data, and type or like this, try, and then later execute. I will type all make a data set using this name, the model dummy. Put something in using model matrix from 0 plus bedroom plus remodel then using data, which data? Housing data. Next line, remodel dummy, we already made. T frame. Then remodel dummy. TT. Model dummy. Okay, up to there. I will try from here. One. Something wrong. B minus 1. Okay. I typed the period instead of the comma. So it should be comma. Okay. So first we make data set, produce dummy columns using model, and then column name looks like this. Then try remodel dummy, enter. So we made column like this. And then this one, I'm not sure, and we don't need it, I think, this one. But this one, say, the function remove one dummy variables. So it should be non-old, and then it's supposed to be recent. Using this one, then first column removed. So we execute this one again. And then type will model. So without that, just to show you, using this, before using this, remove. So first column, second column, the third column, now fourth column, using -4, minus sign means remove fourth column. If we want to remove, like a remodel dummy, put remodel dummy and comma -1. If we use that function and then look at the data, remodel dummy, then the first column removed. There was no bedroom, but now bedroom is gone. So using a minus sign, that means first column remove. If you want to remove whatever, then if you want to save the file, remodel, we made the remodel and dummy file, the data set. Save as CSV using this write.csv. This file, we made the data set. Save as R model.csv. So I will do that. Remodel dummy, save as remodel.csv, then execute, run. Then you can see the file here, created the file, saved the file as this name. So now earlier, you know what, when we cut the sample, then you can save that file as a CSV, and then later you can use the sample file. Okay, then we done everything. Then I will save this one again. Then this file, I made this file as an R file. I will do it again. If I exit, then later find that file. I saved it in my work as chapter 5 example. Open the file, and then we can go where we left. So that's all for tonight's work. Or here you have assignment chapter 5. Data for assignment 5, airfares. And then assignment. So kind of what we did tonight. So import the data and then show whatever row, column, and so on, and then cut sample and so on like that. So save the file as assignment chapter 5, your last name as R file. So you know what, do like this, and then save the file. Just do and then save a file as that name, and then upload that R file by next before next class. Okay, so what we did like this here, type and then run if it is run okay. If it doesn't work, then you can edit your work here and then run again, and then if it's right, then save and so on like that. Okay. Any question? Okay, if you don't have a question, Okan-san, that's all. And see you next Monday.
See you. Have a good night.
Good night, guys.
One thing. Next Monday, the early class, I have 4 o'clock class. Then from next week, I will go the face-to-face class for that 4 o'clock class. So in case after finish that class, I will drive down to home. So maybe a little bit late start. So start 6:15. So I will when I email you the Zoom invitation, I will set 6:15, not 6. Okay. Okay, that's all, and see you next Monday. Probably 6